Yo, what is up everybody? J0 here, back at it again with another video, and this time we're talking London, baby. Whether you're dreaming of riding double-decker buses, hitting up those iconic red phone booths for the gram, or channeling your inner Harry Potter, London's got something for everyone. But hold up, before you book that flight, let's talk strategy. From transportation hacks to cultural quirks, I've got you covered. So grab your notebook, buckle up, and get ready to conquer London like a pro. Alright, first things first, let's talk payment. In London, contactless is king. Seriously, forget fumbling with bills and coins, nobody's got time for that. Make sure you've got your contactless card or your phone all set up with Apple Pay, Google Pay, whatever your jam is. You can use it everywhere, from the tube to the corner shop. Imagine this, you hop on the bus, tap your card, and boom, you're on your way. No more digging for change or worrying about having the exact fare. It's smooth sailing, my friends. And speaking of smooth sailing, using contactless is actually faster than cash. So do yourself a favor and embrace the future of payments. Okay, let's talk tube etiquette. You're going to be using the tube a lot in London, it's the lifeblood of the city. But, hold up, before you hop on that escalator, remember this golden rule. Stand on the right, walk on the left. Londoners are always on the move, and the left side of the escalator is their fast lane. So, unless you want to get trampled by a herd of angry commuters, stay to the right. And hey, if you do accidentally find yourself blocking the way, don't panic. Just quickly move to the side and apologize. Now let's talk culture, because London is bursting with it. This city is a melting pot of history, art, and innovation, and it's all around you, waiting to be discovered. And the best part? You don't have to break the bank to experience it. London offers a treasure trove of cultural experiences that are completely free. London is home to some of the best museums in the world, and many of them are absolutely free. Imagine walking through centuries of history, art, and science without spending a single penny. That's right, you can wander through the halls of the British Museum where you can see artifacts from ancient civilizations, including the famous Rosetta Stone. Marvel at the masterpieces in the National Gallery, where you can find works by Van Gogh, Da Vinci, and other legendary artists. Or explore the wonders of natural history at the Natural History Museum, where you can come face to face with dinosaur skeletons and learn about the natural world. All of this, and more, without spending a dime. It's an incredible opportunity to immerse yourself in culture without worrying about the cost. Now you might be thinking, free museums? Sounds too good to be true, what's the catch? Well, the only catch is that you might have to brave a bit of a crowd, especially during peak season. But trust me, it's totally worth it. The experience of seeing these world-class exhibits up close is something you won't want to miss. And the crowds? They just add to the vibrant atmosphere. You'll be surrounded by people from all over the world, all there to appreciate the same incredible exhibits. Here's a pro tip. Try visiting during the weekdays or early in the morning to avoid the biggest crowds. You'll have a more relaxed experience and get to see everything at your own pace. So, ditch the expensive tourist traps and immerse yourself in the rich history and culture that London has to offer. From ancient artifacts to modern masterpieces, there's something for everyone. And the best part, it's all free. So go ahead, dive into London's cultural scene and make the most of your visit. Alright, let's talk about the elephant in the room, the one thing that can make or break your London experience, the weather. Yes, the infamous London weather that everyone loves to talk about. Now, I'm not gonna lie, London's weather has a bit of a reputation. It's unpredictable, to say the least. One moment you might be enjoying a beautiful sunny day, and the next, you could be caught in a sudden downpour. One minute it's sunny and glorious, the next minute you're caught in a torrential downpour. And then 5 minutes later, it's sunny again. It's like the weather has a mind of its own, constantly changing and keeping you on your toes. So how do you prepare for this meteorological madness? Simple, check the forecast, but don't just check it once and forget about it. Keep an eye on it throughout the day because it can change rapidly. And no, I don't mean just glancing at your phone's weather app the morning of. Make it a habit to check it multiple times a day. Trust me, it will save you from a lot of unexpected surprises. Speaking of umbrellas, bring one. It's an essential item in London. You never know when you might need it. Or better yet, pack a light raincoat. It's more convenient and can keep you dry without the hassle of carrying an umbrella around. You'll thank me later when you're caught in one of those unexpected downpours. Being prepared can make all the difference in your experience. And if by some miracle you experience a rare sunny day in London, bask in it. Enjoy every moment of that sunshine because you never know when the clouds might roll in again. So, always be prepared and expect the unexpected when it comes to London's weather. Alright, let's talk transportation. Now, London is a big city, but luckily they've got a public transport system that's on point. Forget renting a car, you won't need it here. The tube, buses, trains, they'll get you where you need to go, and honestly, it's the best way to experience the city like a local. First up, the tube. It can get crowded, especially during rush hour, but it's efficient, relatively affordable, and it'll get you pretty much anywhere you need to go. Now, if you're on a budget, the bus is your new best friend. Pro tip, get yourself an Oyster card or use contactless payment for seamless travel. Okay, I know I've already touched on the tube, but this next tip is so important, it deserves its own chapter. You're going to hear this phrase a lot in London, mind the gap. And no, they're not talking about the age difference between you and your travel buddy. They're talking about the gap between the train and the platform. Some curve, some are straight, and they don't always line up perfectly with the train doors. So when you're stepping on or off the train, always be mindful of that gap. It might seem small, but trust me, it can sneak up on you. So remember, mind the gap, stay safe, and keep those shoes on your feet where they belong. Now let's talk about one of my favorite things about London, the markets. Forget your sterile shopping malls, London's markets are where it's at. They're vibrant, they're bustling, they're full of character, and they offer a sensory overload in the best possible way. First up, we've got Borough Market, a foodie's paradise. I'm talking fresh produce, artisan cheeses, gourmet street food from all over the world. Then there's Camden Market, a haven for all things alternative and edgy. Think vintage clothing, quirky accessories, band tees, tattoos, piercings, the works. And hey, if you're looking for something a little more traditional, check out Portobello Road Market. So ditch the department stores and immerse yourself in the vibrant atmosphere of London's markets. Now, let's talk about everyone's favorite royal resident, the Queen. She's not just a figurehead, she's an icon, a symbol of tradition and continuity. A trip to London wouldn't be complete without a visit to Buckingham Palace, right? This grand residence has been the official home of the British monarch since 1837. But here's the thing, don't expect to be having tea with Lizzie. The Queen's schedule is packed tighter than a London tube during rush hour. The Queen, she's a busy woman. From state functions to public engagements, her calendar is a whirlwind of activity. She's got meetings, she's got engagements, and she's got responsibilities that span the globe. Diplomacy, charity work, and national duties are just the tip of the iceberg. And let's not forget her beloved corgis. She's probably got a whole team of people whose only job is to schedule her corgis' playtime. These little dogs are practically royalty themselves. So, unless you've got a personal invitation, the chances of actually bumping into her are slim to none. Security is tight, and the palace is a fortress of tradition and protocol. But hey, that doesn't mean you can't enjoy the spectacle of it all. The grandeur of the palace, the history that seeps from its walls, it's all part of the experience. Catch the changing of the guard ceremony. It's a classic for a reason. The precision, the pageantry, it's a slice of British culture you won't want to miss. So enjoy the palace, soak up the history, and maybe try to spot a corgi or two. Whether you're a royal enthusiast or just a curious traveler, Buckingham Palace offers a glimpse into a world of tradition and elegance. Alright, let's talk about another London institution, afternoon tea. Now, I'm not talking about just brewing a cuppa and dunking a biscuit. I'm talking about the full shebang, the tiered trays of delicate finger sandwiches, the warm scones with clotted cream and jam, the endless pots of perfectly brewed tea. It's not just a meal, it's an experience. And trust me, it's an experience you don't want to miss. Now, you can find afternoon tea all over London, from fancy hotels to charming tea rooms. But wherever you go, be prepared to embrace the ritual of it all. So, put on your best frock, grab your pinky finger, just kidding, you don't have to do that, and treat yourself to a proper afternoon tea. Alright, let's wrap things up with one last financial tip. Don't rely solely on cash. I know, I sound like a broken record with the whole contactless thing. But seriously, London is quickly becoming a cashless society. Many places, especially smaller shops and cafes, prefer card payments. They might even have a minimum spend for card transactions, so don't be surprised if you try to buy a pack of gum with a £50 note and get a raised eyebrow. Now, I'm not saying you need to ditch cash completely, but for the most part, your trusty debit or credit card will be your best friend in London. That's a wrap from London. We've explored the do's and don'ts, the ins and outs, and everything in between to make your London adventure epic. From mastering the tube to indulging in afternoon tea, you're now armed with the knowledge to navigate this incredible city like a seasoned Londoner. Don't forget to hit that like button. If you found these tips helpful, subscribe for more travel adventures, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on future videos. Until next time, keep exploring, keep dreaming, and keep on adventuring. Peace out.